Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. I hope you didn't give up on me. I could not connect, but I am connected now. So, just letting everybody know. So come on in. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. So come on in, share this out if you find it. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Good morning, Leo. I couldn't connect to the internet, so it finally kicked in. So good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. It's hump day, as our Deirdre would say if she was in here. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. Oh, I left my water over there. Let me just go get my water while you all share this out, please. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with water. Let's see who came in. Kathleen Caputo, good morning. Brandy, good morning. Catherine Kovacs, Annie 7. I don't see the birthday girl in here yet. Where is our Andrea? It's her birthday. We need to make her feel special. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Morning, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing. So hand on your heart center and slow down the breathing. Morning, Donna. And add in some love. We have so much love for our Andrea Gregg. I hope she comes in so we can all say happy birthday to her. So in your heart, give somebody a big heart hug. I'm going to hug Andrea. I'm going to just bring her in close this morning. And let's just shine our lights right now out into the world. The world needs us. They need the light workers. We need to shine that light out into the darkness. And then let it go. And thank you for being here with us this morning. It was a rough start because I couldn't get connected in with the internet, but now I am. Good morning, Don Baker. Oh, we're all giving Andrea a heart hug, it looks like. Well, she deserves it. She is our happy, smiley pea, and I love it when our Andrea is in our presence. All right, so I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say to us this morning. It is prayer day, so if you have any additions, anything that needs to be on our prayer list that you think may not be on our prayer list, just type it in and I will add it in there. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. Hi, Blue. And there's our smiley Andrea Gregg. Good morning to you and happy birthday. Happy birthday, Andrea. Day 65. We are moving on along with miracles are happening to me every day. Every day. And opportunities are always showing up. Always. Just open your eyes because they are there. All right, so Kuan Yin this morning says, dream your dreams. Trust that the desires in your heart are placed there lovingly by the universe. You are meant to dream of what you dream. I think I dreamed all night long. I just had a night where I knew that I wasn't totally present in my body. So I probably did some astral traveling in my sleep and went somewhere, probably to visit some of you, to check on you, make sure you're okay. Good morning, Hope Wellington Marshall. Actually, it's afternoon for you, but thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. So it is our prayer day, and we have a long prayer list that I'm going to get to. And let me just see if I need to upload it. Yes, I do. So hang on. Okay, so I've got that uploading, and let's see. Catherine, you woke up at 2 o'clock and couldn't get back to sleep. I hope I didn't wake you up because I know I was off visiting. I don't know who all I was visiting, but yeah, it was one of those nights where I was in and out of my sleep, and I felt good. It just was restless. Anybody else have a restless night? I know we had that full moon, and we're still having the full moon effects. Um, Ashley Miller, did you have us put her on the list, Kathy? Because I don't. I've already got it uploading, so I don't know. I don't know that it's on there. But we'll definitely mention her in the prayers. Brandy, I am worthy. I am enough. Miracles and happiness happen to me every day. Absolutely. And Deirdre, thank you for giving us the prayer for the day. Okay, so let me get back there. Yes, you are on our list, Catherine. I hope you're doing well, honey. We lift you up every day. All right. Anybody else have anything to add to the prayer list? Brookie, good morning. Okay, I know I did go in and revise the list. So if I missed anything to change or to add, please let me know that, and I will do so. I will be on the Morning Cuppa tomorrow morning before we head out. We're going up into the Rockies, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend together. So, yeah, thank you for asking, Deirdre. I am taking that time off for those of you who didn't hear. So there will not be cuppas over the weekend. Friday, Saturday. I don't think Sunday, but I'll let you know about that. I'm not sure what time we're going to be here on Sunday. Oh, hello, Sue. Thank you for coming in. And I get to see our Susie Koff tonight. She's going to be with me for the Angel Appreciation and Activation with Archangel Michael. And if you haven't heard, there's going to be a Reiki attunement to the shield of Archangel Michael during that time together tonight. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Enlightened World Network. And we'll learn some more about Archangel Michael and feel his energy and do a little meditation with him. So hopefully you all will come in and join us, and you can join in on the Zoom call. So I'll make sure that you have that information of how to connect on Zoom. But I'll be in person with Susie Koff, and I'm so happy that I get to see you, Sue. All right. Well, if there are no other additions, let's go ahead and I'll get our prayers up from Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our United States. And thank you for that, Deirdre. And Kathy said, yes, she is my coworker friend with many health issues. She's only in her 30s and a young mother, and she's one of my work children. Okay. Yes, Catherine, it will be live streamed on Facebook, on Enlightened World Network, as well as on YouTube. 7 p.m. tonight, Kathy, for you. It'll be Eastern 7 p.m., 5 p.m. for us out here in the western part of the world. And we're going to just have a beautiful time together with Michael. Michael is one of the best known angels. Probably everybody knows who Archangel Michael is, but we're really going to immerse ourselves in his energy and have an activation and have the attunement to the shield, which is the protection that we have from Michael. Okay, anybody else with prayers? Don't see any, so here we go. Remember that each name that I read is a loved one that has been placed in our care to bring them forward and lift them up. All right, so we do pray for all of the P's for peace on earth, for attention to human trafficking, and for support for parents that are going through anything with any loved one related to addiction. Prachetta, Prachir, and Goofy, praying especially for the area of India that they live in that has recently been under attack. And I did hear from Prachetta that the family is safe. So we thank God for that miracle. Mina and Neil Navretti, Jasmine and her family, Billy Hawkins and her family, Sheila and Kevin Gooden and their family, and the miracle of her daughter that just graduated as a nurse. So happy for the Gooden family. Gary Langford, Cecil Boone, and the children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Nola, Joanne Castillo, praying for her husband, and their family, and especially that sweet little grandbaby, Eris. Dolores Cook, LZ, Elaine, Deirdre and Thump, Deirdre's sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Tia Frenetti, Mickey, Suzanne Millard, her family, and praying for her son-in-law who is deployed in all military, wherever they are, away from their family. Jacob, Marietta and Ed, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jim, Ryan, Josie, and we always feel Rick when Josie's around, or even when she's not with us. Ricky comes in and guides us. And Josie's mom, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio, a successful trip home yesterday, and Jim is doing really well. He's going to the doctor this morning, so please lift up the Lorio family and Auntie Jean and Ron Lorio. Mary Lou Burdick, Catherine and Michael Kovacs, and your family and fur babies, Fred, Rosa Good Vibes, Jimmy Wright, Sally and Tony De La Rosa, and Sally's grandson, also deployed in the military, Stacy Phillips, Kathy and Bob Hand, and your family, your entire family, and so grateful for your children and that Colin is doing so well. Christina, Gage, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss and your family, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and his family, and praying for a successful sale of his house for that move coming up. Hope Wellington Marshall and our little Zena, our little Z, doing so well and growing up fast, and praying for your parents. Hope. Carrie Baker, Andre Gregg, Catherine, Annie Seven, Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her family, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and her family, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and their daughters, Beata and her daughter Juliana, Linda Lemieux, her sons and grandchildren, and Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, John, Tatiana, Buster, Wayne, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Blue Jean and Dave, and all the fur babies, Pocky, Gruff, Raz, Whizzy Bee, Blue, Lulu, and Gizmo, and Dolly the horse, who will soon be there in that barn, Chance the horse and Shasta the horse, Noel, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie, and your family, Dylan and sweet baby Max, and your Aunt Jeannie, and Dylan's father Paul, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Lily Ann and her family in Norway, Kathleen Caputo, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, baby Divine, and all their families, Caden, Tinsley Rose, Kat, Candy and Pastor Bruce, Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis and her family, and I believe her sister, one of her sisters, is here right now visiting in the States. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Marianne, Henrik, Lorraine, and John, Jeannie Aguilar and her grandson. I saw Jeannie yesterday, and her grandson, she's going to go visit him in a couple of weeks. Eric, Tammy Fisk and family, Rochelle Martinez and Mom Rose, Lori, Kelly, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, especially her sister-in-law Sharon, Jeannie's sister Merle, Deb Goldberg and family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and all of their family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood and Padama, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Mary Crincoli and her family and friends in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Yuri, Scott, Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Dido Clark and Harry, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Claudia, Marianne Pishandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Sue and grandchildren, Janie Stamler, Claudel Jackson, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Jerry, Michelle Landers and your family, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Miles and Sarah, Joanne McConnew, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and daughter, Julie Kiss and your family, Courtney, Ryan, M., Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Campamans, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family, Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Yolanda, Sylvie Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes and her mom Jewel, Joey, Terry, Solar and Maya, Leanne, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Yusha. Charles and Nita, and then Yusha, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Marisol Soto, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers, and daughter Mia, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacko and Carbajal, and David Reiger, Sylvie Barnes, and Odd Barnes, Gunn Ellen Sundahl, Maria Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan Lydia Benedita, Rebecca Stewart Rickardson, Sonia Kay, Miles, Anjali Baha, Paula Graca, David Brett, Colleen, Dellen Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Brandy Chari and her family, JT, Francis Nalvin, Shauna, Danielle Riverin and family, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Catherine DeSanti and her sister Rose, Mary Jane in Vermont, Carol Caruso, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Ose, Paul G., Liam G., Pam, Daniel McGraw, Minner Brumley, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabriel S., Ina, Donna, Nancy, Bailey, Jacob, Mary, Kim Bevan, Gabby Forster, Don B., daughter and granddaughter, the Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capola Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu, Sandy, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amina, all areas where there are conflicts, wars, anything going on there, and all people who are being targeted for abuse. Ashley Miller, Alina, Susanna, Lana, Grace Anna, Kim Coles Vintner, Shoshana Sebring, Stephen, Keith, LP, Adam Holmes, Bob Smith, Chris, Christina and Clint, Janine, Heather, Kim, Jennifer M., Cassandra Brown Henry, Tim Smith, Jeanette and Eric, Rachel Warren and her family, Mark Hunter, Pat, Ainsley Grace and her mom, Kathleen Biscomi, Eddie, Judy Dorn, Kelly, Alma Jean, Jim Marchand's father, Rebecca Abraxas, Dana Rados, Darlene Trainer and her beautiful fur babies. She asked us to continue to pray for them. Patricia, Jennifer Schwab and family, Steve Newman and Carol, Janet, Blue's sister Timmy, Margarita Estrada, Donna Sobel and her daughter Joanna, Soma, Christopher Elsie, Emerson, Louisa Almeida, Patricia Torinas, Don Baker and his family, especially little Gia. And so glad you got to spend time with Gia over the weekend. Norman Ratner and Monica, Richard Scarborough, Richard James, Kathleen's cousin in Florida, Andre Latrulia, Kathy's co-workers and supervisor, Rose, Danica and Annette, Mike, Emmanuel from Zambia, Lucy's mom Mary, Thandi Williams Weiss, and Bennett Hilma Mazel Cocajon, Justin Brown and family, James, Justina, Hans, Sherry Graham, the Wilk family, Ken and Tabitha, Susanna, Kelsey, Aunt Una, Max Smith, Jackie, Jeremiah, Noel Marshall and Bob Warner, Vinny, Dylan's Uncle Chris, Linda M., Martha, Shad Anderson, Joy, Hollyann, Zita, Beji, Ali, Bree, Stephen Hoskins, Tara, Soma, Ben, Pat, Dee Dee, Linda, Julie, Dana Benson and her kitty, Lauren, Olivia, Alex, Margie, Anne, Rio, Mark, Adam, Alexandra, and Lexi, Robin Miller, Jennifer Mitchell's family, Werner, Terry, Liz Eden and Serenity, Keith Leggett's family, Leah, Gina Marie Burrell, Janine, Rihanna Stowell and family, Kathy's brother Paul, Chloe's family, Bob P., Rickard, and Kathy, I see your comment. Maybe we should add Pope Leo to our list. Absolutely, along with all of our world leaders, lifting them all up for peace to fall in our land. Okay, so let's pray together and lift all of them up that have been mentioned and all that you are holding in your heart. And we leave them with our Creator. We release the prayers that we have laid before you now into your hands, knowing that your love surpasses all understanding. May we find peace in surrender, patience in waiting, and joy in receiving. Teach us to remain steadfast in hope and to look for the signs of your presence in all that unfolds. Thank you, Creator, for the blessings yet to come, the lessons we will learn, and the love that surrounds us always. And we have confidence that every prayer is seen, heard, and answered for the best and highest good of all. And say this prayer with me, please. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. And we do have joy. We do have hope. And I thank you, everyone who joined in to pray, to lift each other, and to love on each other as we do so very well together. Thank you for being here today. And we had a few that came in during the prayer time. Our Auntie Jean has joined with us. Grace Isis, thank you for being here. So thank you for lifting each other and praying for each other. And let's just have a beautiful, beautiful day, remembering our magnificence, remembering that what we say, what we do, and our actions do make a difference in the world. So this is one of our missions that we've had from the very start of the Morning Cuppa. And Sue, thank you for letting me know that the description says the afternoon cuppa. We are not in the afternoon just yet. We'll get there, but this is our Morning Cuppa, and obviously something is off with Restream, so I have to go in and fix that. But you know who you are, and you know where you are, and thank you for being here. And we are going to hear our Leo take us out of here with a Morning Cuppa song and our loving each other. That's what we do with a thank you. I love you. So let's do that now.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's
Come on, come on.
If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The hard telephone is always one phone call away.
A little stutter in the music.
The masters take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you.
Music has a mind of its own today. Full of joy. Oh, Kathy, me too. I'm sorry you were stuck in prayer and stuck in traffic, but I'm glad you were here for the prayers today. And don't forget tonight, we are meeting up with Archangel Michael at 7 p.m. tonight. Oh, Andrea, happy birthday. I hope it's very special for you. And I just want to say happy birthday to my mom in heaven. Today is her birthday. So Andrea, you shared the birthday with my mother.
There really is no secret. We simply accept,
align, allow. Triple A, y'all.
Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day.
Darling Auntie Jean, I love you so much. Jean, I just want you to know that Tim looks really, really good. He's going to the doctor today, so we'll have an update on his heart health. Oh, thank you, Kathy. This music is crazy this morning. Woo! Made it through that song. I guess it's the internet connection because it was a little whacked. Oh, thank you. Yes, my mom has been in heaven for, oh my gosh, over 20 years. Yeah. But I feel her presence still. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for your love. And I will see you tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Show up to get that activation. And it's a beautiful Reiki attunement. And I've done it for many of you already. And even though you've had it, you can get a tune-up. So come in and receive again. And if you've never received it before, it's a beautiful tool for us to use for protection of every aspect of our lives. So I will see you right here on Enlightened World Network at 7 p.m. And before that, I'll be on with Dr. Ruth in about an hour. We're doing meditation excavation together. So come join us for that as well. Love you, every one of you. Big, big, big heart hugs to you. And namaste.